In the vast ocean, where there seems to be only endless silence, a harsh and persistent struggle for survival is taking place. Each net is lowered into the deep and pulled up with many expectations, sometimes a school of silver white fish, sometimes giant sea creatures that surprise the whole ship. A fishing net accidentally reeled in a giant sea creature, a docile whale shark, which had probably swum into fishing grounds. No panic, no exploitation. The fishermen immediately joined forces. Even though the fish weighed tons, everyone carefully controlled the rope, keeping it from getting hurt. Each hand, each voice chanted rhythmically. After much effort in maintaining, checking and controlling each cable, the giant fish was finally brought close to the edge of the ship. No one was in a hurry. Every move had to be precise, because even the slightest mistake could cause harm to this precious creature. And then, under the morning sun, they returned it to the sea where it truly belonged. Hundreds of seabirds were circling in the gray sky, a signal that couldn't have been clearer. Under the water, fish were gathering. The birds sensed an opportunity, ready to dive at any moment. Under the yellow lights of the ship, each net rolled up like a giant snake, hiding the products of the ocean inside. The fishy smell of the sea, the water spilling over the deck, the roaring sound of the engine all created a scene that is unique to offshore fishing vessels. After many hours of struggling in the wind and waves, the giant net was finally brought back to the boat. Thick nets, weighing hundreds of kilograms, were neatly hung along the walkway, preparing for the next fishing trip. Each mesh of the net was a hope that below there was life, the result of a collective effort. And here is the result: thousands of fish pouring out of the mouth of the net. They wiggle their tails, shimmering silver in the light like living streams rising from the depths of the sea. The sound of the net, the sound of the machine, the sound of the fish blend together to create a wordless song of the sea. Once on deck, the fish are transferred directly to the processing bay. Here, the cooling, cleaning, and screening processes are almost completely automated. A stream of fresh fish flows down the water trough, ready for the next step in the modern chain. The sorting roller system starts working. Each fish will be sorted according to size, weight, and species. With the help of machines, tons of fish can be processed in a short time while still ensuring accuracy and uniformity. Under the careful illumination, each fillet is inspected by the naked eye and the experienced hands of the workers. After inspection, the fish will be neatly arranged in trays, covered with ice for preservation, and carefully sealed. Each box of fish is now ready to leave the ship, travel hundreds of kilometers, and reach the hands of consumers, still retaining the freshness and sweetness of the ocean. In the middle of the vast ocean, the rain began to pour heavily, but the wheels could not stop. The fishermen continued to work hard to remove the nets, sorting the fish with their bare hands accustomed to the wind and cold. Each fish was separated, thrown neatly into the net. Operations repeated every day, creating a familiar rhythm of life in the middle of the ocean. Rain was pouring down on the deck, the sea was pouring down, but it did not deter the fishermen. The nets were being pulled up full of seaweed and benthic creatures. The sound of the wind, the winch, and the water crashing against the side of the boat created a scene that was both harsh and majestic. A sight both beautiful and overwhelming. The deck is now completely empty, covered in seashells. The fishermen struggle to move through the slippery shells, but joy is evident on their faces. The net was lowered again, drifting gently but strategically with the waves. Above the surface of the sea, hundreds of seabirds filled the sky, a clear sign that life was moving below. After hours of waiting, it was time to check the results. The fishermen tightened the rope, the net bulging, heavy with tons of seafood inside. Every move had to be precise because just one small mistake could mean the loss of the entire net. A net of bright red fish was pulled up. Thousands of fish poured onto the deck as if filled with hope. Immediately, the fish were transferred to the automatic sorting line, carefully checked for quality. Each box of fish was covered with ice, neatly stacked in the hold, ready for the journey back to the mainland. In the middle of the vast ocean, there are people who silently make a living day and night with the wind and waves. From the first net to the last bucket of fish, every drop of sweat is a part of a warm and full meal on land. And that journey will continue every day as the dawn breaks over the waves. Thank you for following. See you on the next voyages.